You're watching KREM 2 News at 6.
Well, it is heating up here in the inland Northwest, and with that beautiful weather, it means more people will be turning to our local rivers and lakes to recreate.
Absolutely. Our Morgan Trow was out with the Spokane Valley Fire Department today, where she learned also how to be safe on the water.
It's going to be in the 80s this weekend, and what's a better way to cool off than going in the Spokane River? But as you can see, the water is still pretty high, and firefighters are saying to be careful because they've already had to do numerous water rescues this year. Just in the past 3 weeks, the Spokane Valley Fire Department saved 3 people from the water. But don't worry, this rescue is just a practice.
The only way to really get good practice is to have a live patient. So that's why we do it every year, just for the practice.
The fire department is training their Swiftwater rescue crews as the weather warms up. Spokesperson Craig Warzon says they like to do these exercises now because from May until August is when the most people are on the river. About 15 firefighters first had a refresher training on rope throwing and then made their way down to the Spokane River. So even though these firefighters are well trained in rescue, they say there are 2 major safety protocols everyone needs to follow.
Wear your life jacket and be aware of how cold it is. We have never had someone drown in the Spokane Valley wearing a life jacket on the river. Ever.
He warns that even though it will be beautiful outside, the weather temperature will be significantly colder than the air. But how cold is it?
Jump in your shower with no hot water.
I don't know if I want to do that. The water can get below 50 degrees, and Warzon says the temperature drop combined with no life preserver can reduce the chances of survival.
There is a shock factor, and the initial thing that you have to overcome is your involuntary inhalation.
The water is extremely high, so that also leads to danger with what's underneath the surface. Trees could be halfway under, and if you are kayaking, you could easily get stuck on the branches. He says the best thing to do in that situation is to wait. You do not want to try swimming to the shore because the current could be stronger than you think. And as always, if you see somebody else in a dangerous situation, they urge you to call 911 immediately. Reporting from the Spokane River, Morgan Trow, KREM 2 News.
Good reminder, because we know
Right.
lots of people are probably going to be getting in and close to the water for the first time this year, so far tomorrow.
A life jacket, and my goodness, I think we're at least 2 months out for me getting in that water. That's still
it's
pretty chilly, right?
cold, very, yeah. Okay.